I felt like they were going to try to seal me over the top. I was able to get a hand on the ball. AC brought it up to me. DHO to me, Jimmy and Olenek doubled me. I went to AC and we missed a shot.
Dave?
LeBron, what's this time period like, do you think, for your teammates in terms of the pressure they may feel to try to take on more, considering there's no AD and there's no Schroeder? At the same time, Kenny and Alex both mentioned, like, they want to take some load off your shoulders. They know that you're capable of carrying a lot, but they want to be doing their part. What's that like for your team to go through that kind of emotion or balance right now?
They are doing their part. Their part. They're doing their part and more. And every time we're on the floor, we're all trying to protect each other and bring each other up, out on the floor every single night. And it doesn't matter if you're making shots or not. We are going to hold each other accountable. And everybody's just picking up in AD's absence. And obviously it hasn't been, in wins the last two games, but, we're going to keep on working our habits and continue to be great for one another.
Dan?
From the shooting over the last 10 games or so, even pre-injuries, is really tailed off. Is there any reason for that or anything that you've seen, or is this just sort of over the course of the season, there's going to be highs and there are going to be lows?
I don't think there's any reason for that. I think our guys do a great job of being in the gym. We all put in the work. And, so it's not that. I mean, if it was that we weren't putting in work, then, that would be the reason for it, or I could say that's a cause of it. So, the law of averages even itself out. And we had lapses last year. At one point, we had it during the playoffs as well. And we just, we knew we would find our rhythm and we'd do the same this year.
Kyle?
Hey, LeBron, when AC was talking about that last play, he kind of said, I expected my defender to kind of follow off to me and they would guard LeBron one-on-one. Is it perhaps just more of a consequence that AD is not on the floor, that teams are more willing to double you? And do you see other guys on the floor with you kind of adjusting to that new reality?
No, I mean, my intentions when I came off that DHO was to let it go. If they would have guarded me one-on-one and Jimmy would have stayed back or Olenek didn't fight over the screen. But, for me, when you grab two on the ball and we had a great look to tie the game into overtime, AC had that. I think the only, bad thing about it is that he shot a long two. I wish he would have shot a three and make her miss. I live with that. So, but other than that, it was a good look.
Melissa, last question, Melissa.
Hey, LeBron, throughout your career, you've been sort of a master at tweaking your game, giving each respective team that you played on what it needs, whether it's more ball handling, more shooting, more defense, whatever the case may be. What goes into being such a master at tweaking your game, and how are you so effective at that?
Just staying open-minded about, whatever my teammates need, whatever the coaching staff need, whatever the personnel that I'm playing with needs at that particular time. And, always just having always having a growth mindset. I think that's for my game, and not settling on what I am or who I am at that point in time. Being able to adjust to my teammates, be able to adjust to the I guess the coaching staff and the system that we want to play at that point in time. So I think that's what it all boils down to. And right now is another challenge for me to be able to adjust. Not having AD for a long period of time is something that we haven't had over the last year and a half, and now it's time for me to adjust again and see ways I can be even more effective to help this team win ball games, because that is the sport that we're in. We're in the winning business, and I've always been a winner. So it's time to click into that.
The last play, the inbounds pass, and then you and LeBron joining forces on Butler, and the play that ensued.
Yeah, they took it out with about 8 seconds left. Knew they were going to try and get a screen for a switch with Jimmy and Bam, and have Jimmy roll back because he's their clutch guy. He's been just made a couple free throws too. So I tried to shadow him, and then Bron made a great play on the ball to anticipate, tap it out, and then I brought it down. And 3 guys on the left saw Bron on the right, tried to set it up, go left, and then give it to him, and then get out of his way. And I think I accidentally brought in extra help instead of probably cutting to the opposite side. He made the right play, had 2 guys on him. I was probably a little caught off guard because I was expecting them to stay with me and go one-on-one with Bron, so I was a little late to get ready and then just missed a shot short.
Yeah, Alex, it was one of many misses in the fourth for you guys from three, especially. Does that kind of thing build on itself? Is there some other way to look at it? And how did you feel about the shot quality on all those looks?
It didn't stand out to me, so I guess it's not anything crazy. No, I mean we're figuring out how to play without one of our creators in Dennis and one of our stars in AD. That's going to take a little time, and obviously we don't have practice time, so we worked on it a little yesterday, scripting and figuring out how to play. And I think we, at times played really good offense tonight. Got open shots and guys were aggressive. So, that's all you can really ask for. The shots are going to go in eventually. It's a law of averages. We put in the reps, they're going to go in. So just staying steadfast with the work. And
throughout the three quarters, we knew that the first quarter was not what we wanted or what we're capable of. In the fourth quarter, we held them 15 points, which should be enough to win. But, obviously they're a 5 in the paint swarm team. You have to play extra pass basketball. I thought we generated a lot of good looks in the fourth quarter, just weren't able to knock them down. But there's certainly, I'm sure there's ways we can execute better as well. We'll look at the tape and find ways where we can be better.
Frank, you had mentioned wanting to get more looks from three, and you certainly did that tonight. What was the shift there, and how much of that was with how Miami was playing?
It's a combination. Like I said, we've been hesitant, I feel, over the last few games from the three-point line. So there was an encouragement piece to that. But also, like I said, this team's number one in points in the paint. They take that away, and they make you beat them over the top. And, if you're knocking down shots, you're going to have a great night against this team.